Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Today we're going to solve your workbook page number 32. That is your chapter number 2, and it's lesson number 1 about reproduction. So we will going to find the correct answers, and also if you already solved, so please verify your answers and especially the spelling. So now that is your workbook page number 32. So let's start to solve one by one, and also we're going to discuss this workbook with the lesson here, this lesson 1 that is about the reproduction. So from your textbook, page is 88, and now the next is 82. So we're going to see about what are sexual and asexual reproduction, and for work from your workbook page, that is 32. So let's see this one. Survival of A or N dash depends on its ability to produce offspring. For example, it's going to ask you any living organism, how it can survive and the ability to reproduce offspring. So the survival of any organism. So what we call them, the best and the correct word that we use here, that is species. Very good. SPECIES, species. Now the second statement here, every organism comes from a parent through the process of, yes, you can see here, this reproduction involves the transfer of genetic information, or every organism comes from a parent organisms through the process of reproduction. So you know this very well. I'm going to highlight this even here. So that is the correct answer. So what we're going to write here, the correct word is reproduction. Reproduction. Now, number 3 statement that from your workbook. So let's see this one. The transfer of dash from parent to their offspring is known as reproduction. Same statement, but it's just going to tell you here this thing, transfer. Okay, you know very well the reproduction involves the transfer of genetic material. You know very well that genetic material in modern sciences, we call it as DNA or genetic information, like with the help of, you can say that sexual or asexual reproduction, in which they combine and then they move from one generation to another. So we also know them, it's chromosomes, they move. So the transfer of genetic material in which the chromosomes, actually the DNA, okay? So here we're going to write the correct word is genetic material. Okay, now after that, number 4, genetic material contain the information that controls an organism's dash. You know that all the information, how the color of your eyes, what will be the length, what's the color of your skin, everything, colors of your hairs, everything depend upon this genetic material, okay? And you know this, the chromosomes, DNA, or the most appropriate answer is here, genes that contain this information. So information that control an organism's what? So it's going to tell you how the organism, so the best option is here, structure and function. Structure, okay, STRUCTURE, structure and function. So that's the accurate here for number 4 statement. Now we move to the next, number 5. Yes. The production of a new organism from two parents, you know very well. Okay, even you can see here the definition, sexual reproduction is the production of new organism from two parents. Okay, so the correct answer is here, as you know very well, that we're going to write here of new organism from two parents, that is a type of sexual reproduction. So what we're going to write here in number 5, that is sexual. Okay, so that's the option here. Now next, number 6, when an egg cell joins with a sperm cell. When number 6 is here, when an egg cell join with a sperm cell, it is just a type of combination. Okay, when two different cells join with one another, this egg cells join with sperm cell, egg comes from female and sperm comes from male. So then they join together. This joining is a process, or we can say that that is called fertilization. Very good. Fertilization, fertilization. Very good. Okay, now next statement number 7, it's about a fertilized egg developed into an individual. Which kind of this individual? With traits from each parent. Very nice. What it means? Fertilized egg developed into individual with traits from each, because you know that the fertilized cell, when how it's formed? It's formed by the combination of egg and sperm. So it's come from male and female. It's mean come from parents. Very good. Okay, excellent, my dear. Parent, not S. P-A-R-E-N. Okay, number 8. The production of a new organism from a single parent. Now, see this statement. Here, after doing this, we move little bit next. You can see we learned about sexual. Now we move to the other part, this one. Asexual is the production of new organisms from a single parent. What it means? If you're going to discuss about a single parent, then it's a type of asexual reproduction. Very nice. So the correct answer is here. In number 8 is asexual reproduction. Now, the second part of the lesson, that is going to discuss about how do organisms reproduce asexually. Or you can say that here we're going to learn about the types. So before to solve, let's see and just give an overlook on it. So just quick review, like how the organism reproduce asexually. You know very well that the first, in which one cell is divided into two, we call this splitting. Second method is budding. Like here in Hydra, you can say that a small projection first started, then it will detach from the parent body, and then it will be grow like the same organism. So we name this type of reproduction is asexual, and this is a type of budding. Now, next, you can also see here vegetative propagation, in which you have runner, etc. So let's start to solve your workbook here. Question number 9. Most bacteria and unicellular protists reproduce by making a copy of their genetic material and what we call by splitting. Very good. Just we saw this. Yes, excellent. Splitting. Now, the number 10 on page number 32 is Cnidarians, spurs, and some fungi can reproduce through. So just I gave you the example of Hydra. So what you can write here, the best option is Budding, budding. Okay, after that, my dear, we move next page, that is your workbook page number 33. So let's see the eggs of insects, fish, frogs, and lizards sometimes develop into new animal without being fertilized. Okay. Okay. New plants can grow from leaves. It's very important thing. So we think or we know that mostly what happened, a seed can grow or germinate into a new plant. But here, maybe little bit interesting for you. New plants can grow from leaves, roots, or stems. This process of asexual. Yes, that is asexual. And seeds form during sexual reproduction. So reproduce is called, what we call this type of reproduction? Vegetative. Very good. Well done. Very vegetative propagation. Excellent. Okay, you can see here, this a type of vegetative propagation. Look, plants can undergo a form of asexual reproduction. So in which they can grow from their leaves, roots, or stems. Understand? Now, let's see statement number 13, your workbook page number. This is 33, and I already told you, but I mention again here. Okay, this plants and first can reproduce asexually by forming runners. What are runners? Okay, I will explain you. Look, this how here you can see that this a type of runners. How they look, one stem can grow when it moves next. It will grow into a new plant, and like the grasses, they also do like this. So in this way, it's going to spread all over the land where their stems or roots, or you can say that the parts of the plant they can germinate, they start to grow into a new plant. Okay, so we call them as runners. Now, the last part of the lesson here, how do asexual and sexual reproduction compare? What is the comparison? We're going to see, you can say that we're going to match them. What is the better one? Advantages, disadvantages, both things we will see here. So that is the last part of your this lesson number 1 from chapter 2. So you can see here, there are some advantages, some disadvantages. Let's discuss them. An organism that reproduce asexually does not have to find, yes, because only one. So it's mean it has only one individual that can grow. So it is best option is mate. Very good. Excellent. Organisms that reproduce asexually tend to be well suited to their, yes, because the surroundings, the atmosphere or environment is the best condition. If it can attain, then it can be split, divide, or you can say that make a bud. Yes, my dear. So it's depend upon its surroundings. So surroundings mean to environment is good, then it can be tend to well. So okay, that's number 16. The major advantage of sexual reproduction is that it promotes dash in species. What here it's going to ask you the advantage of sexual reproduction. So you see that even we are not same like our parents, not like same mother, not like same father, and our parents are not similar like their grandparents, like their parents and our grandparents. Why? The difference is coming. This difference, this change is called variety. Maybe some of their in your family, maybe your brother or sister, they their hairs are brown but you're black. In same way, this is a variety. So in this the advantage of sexual reproduction is that promote variety change. Okay, my dear? Excellent. So best option and the correct answer is here. Very nice. Okay, so this one, as usual, critical thinking for you. It is homework. Yeah, you need to do it. Now, next, see here on That is your workbook page number 34. Just going to find the best option here. The numbering are there, and we just try to write here the best options. So let's see. The number one is buddy. Buding. Number two, let's see, vegetative. Vegetatives. Okay, number three, runners. RUNNERS. So number four, sexual. SEXUAL. And number five is TRAIT. It's very good. Number six, asexual. SEXUAL. Number seven, the second last, SPLIT. splitting. The last one is variation. VARIATION. So this almost here we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we done them like this. Okay, so even you can see we solve down the blanks. But before to go now, let's see this one here to solve them. Okay, so number one, it's a bud growing. Yeah, so become new individual. So we know very well about this. Now, let's see in number two. The correct option is here, vegetative. Yes. VEGETATIVE. Vegetative. Okay, number two, then we have here, down is number four. It's like this. A new organism from parent is sexual. Well done. Okay, number three, already done. Number five, done. Number six, asexual. Okay. And number seven is splitting. You know bacteria, how it reproduce. This is by the mean of asexual reproduction that we name as, okay, 8. Number 8. So variation. Yeah. Okay, now let's move to the last page of today's lesson. Here we just going to review all the answers one by one because we done this in detail and we also saw this. So no organism live forever. You know that. Whatever the plant or animal, they will die. So this means all organisms must dash. So what they do, they reproduce. Okay, reproduce. Now there are two types of reproduction. Very easy, you know very well. In which two parents involved, or if it's by one. So if two, then we call this sexual reproduction, and if by the mean of only single parent, So what we call this? Yes, asexual. Now, a female egg cell unites with a male. So dash cells to produce. So the female cell, you know very well, that is egg cell, and the male cell we name it as sperm. Okay. Now after this, here, yeah, the main advantage of sexual reproduction is that it promotes, we just done this one, yeah, variety, variation, change. Yes. So the best option is here, variety. Now the next one is here, an advantage of the asexual reproduction is that it does not require finding dash. So alone it can do, so that is one bit. Now the last is simple one cell organism, you know, unicellular very well, such as bacteria and protists produced by dash. So that is splitting, SP I splitting. So this your workbook page number 35. I will mention here. That is all about today. Thank you very much for your participation.